This video is brought to you by Squarespace. When Samsung introduced the second generation of the Gear smartwatches as well as also the Samsung Galaxy S5, there was a small device with a curved AMOLED display that basically stole the show. So that was the Gear Fit. Now we've already seen reviews of major sites like The Verge or even Pocket now. But how does this actually fare if you spend your own money on it and if you're planning on keeping the device? So let's get started with my unboxing, setup and first look after the intro. So here we have the tiny box of the Gear Fit. Now before I actually think about purchasing this, the Gear Fit at least officially only works with like 19 devices from Samsung. So if you have a recent Note or like Galaxy S5 or S4, then this will work of course. But if you have an HTC One, at least officially it doesn't work. However, there are a couple of guys who already like sideloaded the app to, for example, an HTC One, and most of the features worked. But if you want to have official support, you're out of luck with a device that's not from Samsung, even though it does run Android. So if we take a look here at the back, usually we find like a lot of specs on like smartphones. Here we don't really have too many specs. So we have a 1.84-inch curved Super AMOLED display. Also we have IP67 certified dust and water resistant on this smartwatch or fitness tracker, whatever. And if you actually want me to try out the water resistance, then let me know in the comment section down below and also give this video a like, and then I'll make sure to drown the Gear Fit in water. And just let me know in the comments how long I should drown this in water, in like a glass of water. And then I'll see and pick a time on how long I'll drown this, if you're interested of course. Also this will connect using Bluetooth 4.0 to your smartphone. So this is the ultra low energy standard, so that way it doesn't really take too much energy despite being connected all the time. In terms of sensors, we'll have a gyroscope, an accelerometer and also a heart rate monitor, or sensor I should say. And I think here on the Gear Fit it actually makes sense. On other devices like the S5 I don't really think it makes too much sense, but that's a different story. Now, as I mentioned before, this only works with a couple of devices, and that's actually also a reason why I switched from the LG G2 to Note 3. But now let's get into the box. As I mentioned, this was opened once before because I didn't buy it like straight from the store in order to save some money. And here we actually see the Gear Fit itself, and it's very lightweight indeed. Still have the plastic on here, so we'll put this to the side for a second and see what else comes in the box. So basically we have this small little adapter here that you will need to use for charging. So just the standard micro USB cable doesn't do the job because you actually have to slide this on the back here of this Gear Fit, and we'll take a closer look at how you slide this on later. And then in this adapter there is actually just a standard micro USB cable that connects to it. And here we just have the cable, of course, with the German plug because I'm based in Germany, but this will of course vary on the country that you live in. And then also we'll have some quick instructions right here, but I don't really think they are too necessary for this rather simple product. Now here we have the Gear Fit then again, so let's take off the plastic wrap right here. Now a couple of reviews already mentioned that this device isn't really like the best fitness tracker, and it certainly isn't the best smartwatch. So while the reviews weren't too happy about the device, I think for me this is actually the perfect device because I just want to have a simple product that looks rather elegant and also just displays the time as well as some notifications and just tells me when I get a call, because I don't really like to keep my phone on loud, so I often miss calls, and I think this will be a very nice solution. So if we just open here the band, then we can take a look at the back of this smartwatch right here. So here we have the charging pins, and then we have here the heart rate monitor. And if we just take a look here again at this charging adapter, then let's see how this actually connects. I assume. Yes, this just snaps into place like this. So not really too difficult. We then see the micro USB port right here, and that pops off again. So you shouldn't lose this because otherwise you're out of luck in terms of charging. Then here on the right side of the Gear Fit we find basically the only button that this device has, because this is a touchscreen, And then also we'll find, of course, the Gear Fit branding here on the side. And then here on the bottom we'll have the Samsung logo, and there's actually also still like plastic on there to cover this. And then we have these 2 pins so that you can adjust this to the size that you want for your wrist. And also very nice is that you can actually remove here the strap. So for example, you could pick up an orange one or red one. But enough about that, let's actually boot up the Gear Fit. And there we already see Gear Fit, and then we already see Samsung right here, so the boot up animation. And then welcome to the Gear Fit. Now, as you see right here, unfortunately this is in German, so sorry for that, but basically just says that you have to download the Gear Fit app on your device. So now we'll just switch here to the Note 3 to actually download the app. So it actually turns out I should have read what the Gear Fit says, because you don't download this from the Google Play Store, but you actually go to the Samsung apps, which are already like banned from my home screen. So let's see where we find the Samsung apps. And now let's take a look at the Gear Fit. And there's the Gear Fit Manager. So yes, I should have read everything that the Gear Fit says, accept and download. And then we will download the app. That's 18.52 megabytes, so not too big. And then we should be good to go with the Gear Fit. And I'm very excited to try this out and to connect this. So we'll scan for the device, and we actually already found the device. And now confirm passkey is 7513. And yes, I'll confirm this here. And now it actually waits for the confirmation from the smartphone, so I'll also click OK here. And then it's connecting to the Gear Fit, and now this works. Now the Gear Fit says it's waiting actually for the confirmation that I agree to everything. Of course I do, because I actually want to use it. And now it's already connected. And then we also see that here actually the language changed from German to English, so I think that's very nice. Now we have to choose whether we wear this on the left or right arm, and I'll probably use this on the left one, so that's okay. And then we actually see the home screen here on the Gear Fit, which is very nice. We see some of the instructions right here, so tap the back button to go back, of course, swipe left and right to go to different apps, and press the power button to go to the home screen. Do not show again. Then we close this, and then we just see this right here. Now before we'll take a quick look at the app, let's actually take a look at our sponsor for this video, Squarespace. Squarespace is the simple and easy way to create your own professional website, portfolio, or even online store. They have a ton of beautiful design templates to choose from, and you can just drag and drop your content, so there's no coding required whatsoever. If you should ever run into an issue, they have a 24/7 support crew that supports you through live chat as well as email, and they are located in New York City and Dublin. The plans start as low as $8 a month and even include a free domain name if you sign up for a year. The responsive design adjusts to whatever device you're using it on, so no matter if you're looking at it from a tablet or even on a smartphone, your design and your content will always look great. New, and one of the highlights, is that every site comes with their free online store. So if you want to sell something, this is the perfect way to start. Now from my own experience, I'm actually using Squarespace to host my techcentury.net website, and I'm very pleased. I've had only good experience also with the support and just maintaining the website, and of course also the pricing. Start a trial with no credit card required today and start building your website. If you decide to stick with Squarespace, make sure to go to squarespace.com/techcentury and use the offer code CENTURY to get 10% off your first order, and just to show your support for the TechCentury YouTube channel. I thank Squarespace very much for supporting the TechCentury YouTube channel. Squarespace, a better web start with your website. So here we see the Gear Fit, and we see of course the time as well as also the date. And then we can go, for example, to notifications, media controller, and settings. And then of course we also have the home screen styler right here. So for example, we can choose just a different background image that we can just pick right here, and this basically changes instantly. Or also we can take a look at the settings and notifications, so we can choose just the apps that will actually go through here to the app or to the Gear Fit itself. So we'll see about that. For example, an incoming call, also messages, email, weather, Amazon, and so on. So we can just pick whatever app we like. And so this basically also wraps up this video and the first look at the Gear Fit right here. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I think I'll quickly change this back again. And I'm just very excited to actually try this out. I think for the price of 150 bucks, it's a decent device and it should get the job done, especially for the expectations that I have, and I don't expect really to be disappointed. So thank you very much for watching again. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Also make sure to leave the comment for drowning this in the water and how long I should drown it. And I'm just looking forward to talking to you guys again in the next video. So thanks again. Subscribe to the channel for many more tech videos. See you next time.